Today I fucked up by wearing my glasses wrong for 10 years. My left shoulder has been swollen for more than 4 years now. Doctors couldn't find why. I've had x-rays and MRIs and all were normal. I've often been having neck pains. Today I realized that my head leans over to the right even when I feel that my head is straight. The reason? I try and align the top of my spectacles with the horizon and that causes that lean. My eyes have a small vertical offset between each other. This small offset is extrapolated to a large degree when I try and align my glasses with the horizon. I finally bent the nose pads to correct the offset and the difference is night and day. My head thinks I'm leaning a lot to the left but in reality I'm straight as a rod. Now, my back pains when I keep the top of my spectacles aligned with the horizon, which I think is a good thing. So if there's anyone out there who has neck, back and shoulder issues and wears spectacles, make sure you're not leaning onto a side when you're sitting straight. Too long didn't read. My eyes have a small vertical offset between them causing me to lean to the right, making me think I'm looking straight. Corrected that by adjusting nose pads and now my head is truly straight. Hubby had lots of neck pain. We got him an e-pillow. Seems to realign him at night. He hasn't gone back to the chiropractor since we got it. $11 an e-pillow has probably saved us $1,000 in bills this past year. Man, neck care is really important. A look for an e-pillow as well might help. As a perpetually wonky person, I feel this deeply. One of my eyes is higher than the other, one side of my nose doesn't work, one side of my mouth doesn't go up when I smile, and my neck/shoulders and pelvis are never straight. I used to ride horses and was terrible at it because I couldn't sit straight in the saddle. It's a wonky and uncomfortable life. Pretty sure a chiropractor would have a field day with me. My neck feels the second-hand relief. Glad for your neck, smile. An ophthalmologist/optometrist should be able to detect this offset and specify how the lens should be cut. The center of the lens should coincide with the center of the eye, so you should be able to align your glasses straight, without tinkering with the nose pads. I don't think they cut for vertical offset. Ever seen it before, at least. Pupils like this, degree, not like this, degree. My ears aren't even, so I have this problem with new glasses. Have to bend the frame a bit to get it to sit right. Shit bruh, this might be why I have neck pain while gaming. My glasses don't have adjustable pads. Frown. Get new ones with adjustable nose pads ASAP. It'll be life-changing, trust me. Today I fucked up by giving my roommate the wrong address for her new expensive phone. I had just moved from our old address to our new address. My roommate asked for the address 2 days before the move, to buy a new phone. And in a rush I typed in XXX6 instead of XXX5, and sure enough, the phone was delivered to our neighbor. Somehow the phone was returned, with a different package that our neighbor was returning at the same time. I tried to call Amazon/UPS but no results turned up. We don't know where the phone is, and now my roommate is asking me to reimburse for the mistake. Just came on here to vent because of the mistake I made, and in complete disbelief that 1. Our neighbor refused to provide any further help, and maybe for a good reason and don't want to bother. 2. Complete denial by both Amazon/UPS of receiving the phone. Too long didn't read. I gave my roommate the wrong address but somehow the package disappeared. Now I have to buy her the new phone. Edit. Thank you all for the comments and help you've provided! Here's a hopefully happy ending. Somehow I decided to call Amazon again late last night because in my guts it feels so wrong to call the police on the neighbor. Regardless if she's wronged us or not, plus the fact that I'm not sure how much police can do, given that police will need a search warrant to even search her home, and this might just be a misdemeanor in their minds. But, after the 4th time talking to Amazon, somehow this lady decided, this time to just provide me a replacement with no additional charge. Hopefully they stay true to that statement, since I asked for a confirmation on Amazon's end, and we'll get the phone next week Monday. As for the other phone that is nowhere to be found, well, maybe my neighbor is enjoying a brand new phone, maybe the Amazon/UPS employee is, maybe no one does. But lesson learned, thank you Amazon. And double triple quadruple check your address before you give it to anyone! Your roommate should have known where he moves to. I say fuck him. And yeah, dick neighbor stole it most likely. Haha, I wish I could say too, because I also did send the correct address to my roommate once before, but oh well. I did send the wrong address by mistake. Skeptical. Sounds like the neighbors stole the phone. I talked to the neighbor, and according to our neighbor, as they were returning a package they also dropped off the phone, and they provided me with a return code Amazon provided to return her package, not the phone. She said that Amazon reassured her they will return the phone. I called Amazon and they said they need my neighbor's account information to track the return status. At this point my neighbor replied there's nothing more she can do after we kindly asked her to call us back, which she basically said no politely. And UPS said they did package and ship something, but they can't verify what's in the package until Amazon receives the package. So now all I can do is wait to see if somehow our neighbor really returned it. Unfortunately I don't want a Karen neighbor and I really love this home we just moved to. Skeptical. Thank you everyone for the comments and help you've provided! Exclamation mark. Here's a hopeful happy ending. Somehow I decided to call Amazon again because in my guts it feels so wrong to call the police on the neighbor. Regardless if she's wronged us or not, plus the fact that I'm not sure how much police can do. But, after the fourth time talking to Amazon, somehow this lady decided, this time to just provide me a replacement with no additional charge. Hopefully they stay true to that statement, since I asked for a confirmation on Amazon's end, and we'll get the phone next week Monday. As for the other phone that is nowhere to be found, well, maybe my neighbor is enjoying a brand new phone, maybe the Amazon/UPS employee is, maybe no one does. But lesson learned, thank you Amazon. And double triple quadruple check your address before you give it to anyone! Exclamation mark. Another lesson, tell your roommate to answer their own questions. Ridiculous they would expect you to reimburse for this and that you've been trying to solve it for them. Next time every question should be met with I'm not sure, check for yourself. This happened with me, but we put in the correct address and they delivered my phone to the wrong house. Luckily, Southern Hospitality helped me out as a nice lady brought it back to me the next day. Lucky you. I am also in the South, but I guess there's always exceptions. Most of my past neighbors have been super nice people. FJC, just tell her to tell the carrier/shipper that it was misdelivered and she never received it. They file a claim with the original carrier and may nail your neighbor themselves. In the meantime they have to ship another new product. It just happened to my husband with his new iPhone 12 Pro Max. FedEx emailed us it was delivered last Friday at 5:38 p.m, checked outside our door. We're in a secure building in a guarded condo complex. No package. Called FedEx to investigate and they told us they had to check with the driver. Yeah, the same driver that read the label on the box and figured it might be a new phone they could go hawk. Never found out about the original shipment. Finally told them to return it to our carrier, then told the carrier they needed to start a claim with them as we never received the delivery. We just got the new one Tuesday. Just followed up with Amazon and they decided to replace the phone. Crazy how the first 3 times nothing happened and now they decide to act. Today I fucked up. Autocorrect, my LGBTQ son, and my bad poker face. This actually happened last night. Today I fucked up. So I went to my eldest's room to chat with him. Nothing important, just hello, how are you type thing. He's a bisexual teen, which I'm 100% cool with. As we are talking his phone rings. It's between us so I just glance at it. It popped up as caller my anal lover. Well he's still reasonably young, I didn't think he had a BF, and I was completely taken back. I spit out random words and excuses myself clumsily. My son looked very confused. As I'm downstairs coming to terms with my son being sexually active, and how to approach it. I want him to be safe, protected, etc. I thought I had a year or 2 before this. Him being my oldest but still in his early teens, I just felt so old and out of touch. After half an hour my son came downstairs. He came to tell me I left his room looking very upset. He wants me to know he's not having sex yet. He wants to go for coffee on Saturday and talk with me. Also his friend's last name is similar to anal, his phone auto-corrected it to anal, and he just didn't bother correcting it because it was funny. We had a good laugh. I gave him the quick rundown of being safe. I'll buy him anything he needs, he can talk to me about anything, and I'm sorry for looking upset, but I was actually shocked, not upset. I don't want him to think being LGBTQ or anything about it is a taboo subject in our home. I also said I'd be glad to have a day with him this Saturday. We are getting coffee, going to the barber together, then shopping. Why is my kid better at this than me? Also, he changed the contact information to the friend's full name, as he was kind of scared about what would happen if his father or others who he hadn't yet come out to were to see it, since my reaction wasn't the best. His father is actually closeted with a beard. Only a few people know he's gay, me being one, but it's not my place to out either of them. I can only encourage them to talk to one another. I swear I wasn't upset with him, just shocked thinking he was having sex and having to learn through caller ID. Too long didn't read. My young LGBT teenage son's phone rang with my anal lover popping up as the caller ID. I freaked out for a second thinking he is sexually active. Turns out his phone auto-corrected anal from his friend's very similar name, and he didn't bother correcting it because he thought it was funny. Leaving me with shocked Pikachu face, and him thinking I was upset about his sexuality. I'm not. Not really. F you. You seem to handle it pretty well, TBH. I think straight or gay, any parent will be a little surprised to find their young teenage kid being sexually active. Good parenting, op. Your kid seems on the ball too and has a good sense of humor. I think I F you with my bad poker face. I thought I looked calm and cool, but he thought I was upset with him. I don't want him, or my other children, to think I'd be upset over their sexual orientation. I really try to be accepting. I don't want them hurt by me. And yes, he totally has a great sense of humor. We laughed pretty hard over the anal mix-up. Pretty sure if that popped up on any kid's phone, the parent would at least be flabbergasted. I'm nearly 40, and I think my mom and dad would freak out. It's a sudden flash of intimacy that we as humans tend to be somewhat hands-off with. Sounds like you are doing fine. You were respectful and expressed your concern and support rather than judging. All I see here is what appears to be a healthy and open relationship with your son. 2 hearts. I'm glad people are agreeing on that. I just felt absolutely horrendous that my son thought I was upset with him for having a boyfriend. Son, go have a boyfriend, treat him well, kiss him often, cook him dinner, clean up after he cooks for you. But don't tell mom about your sexcapades. But do come to me if you're uncomfortable buying condoms or lube, or need to talk about it all, or if you have questions. I'm here. I just didn't expect to see that, and I was slightly shaken thinking he was already sexually active. I'm not going to encourage him to have sex so young, but I will encourage and support him in having safe sex. All the feels just looking at that caller ID, and it was all over my face, lol. Props to you for being a supportive parent. Clapping, thank you. I absolutely love that you've raised a child who has the presence of mind and maturity to assess the situation to figure out why you were upset, and offered choices/solutions of how to resolve it, offering up the lack of sexual activity, and going out to coffee, all without becoming overly emotional, defensive or aggressive. This speaks volumes about how amazing a parent you are. Screams it actually. Congratulations mama! Exclamation mark. I really try. I want my children to have a better life than I had. It's important to me to give them love and acceptance unconditionally. Thank you.